Welcome back, everybody, to the Noke Wrestling News Podcast, episode 39. Boys are back in summer. So, guys, we've got several things thrown at you today. Coach Yetzer with us, and also a couple wrestlers that we'll introduce you in a second. But first, Coach, what are we drinking today?
All right, we got here for my gift from my brother, Josh Yetzer. Shout out to Josh Yetzer, Calumet Farm, 15-year single rack black Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. This is from my brother Josh. Appreciate you, Josh.
Thank you.
Send another one. We're almost out of this one.
That's right. Thank you, Josh. So, Coach, school started up.
Yep.
Preseason in full swing.
Yep.
So
Started this morning, 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Yep. Yeah, the first one. Yep.
Okay, everybody got moved in. Everything's good.
Yeah. I mean, I think so. You guys all moved in.
Yeah,
All right.
solid.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, since it is boys back in summer, let's introduce.
Yeah.
We've got Zach Taylor. Is that right?
No, Alex Taylor.
Alex Taylor.
Yeah. Alex Taylor and Zach Turner. Yeah, both freshmen for us, and these are actually two of our first commits of this class. I think two of the first ones. Am I right about Blake? Yeah. So,
Alex was the first.
Yeah, Alex was the first of that class. Yeah. So, and actually, the first one of our very first class was another Delaware native, Corey Messick. I should have made that a trivia question for that. But so Delaware, well represented. So, but yeah, these are two of our freshmen.
Awesome. Alex, so you're from what part of Delaware?
I'm from Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Rehoboth Beach.
Okay, all right.
Boy.
So like Jersey, Rehoboth Beach. I mean, is that kind of in the same area there?
I mean, Jersey's probably, I would say, like 2.5 hours, 3 hours away from Delaware.
Okay.
Just a quick drive up.
All right, and how many? You state champ?
No.
Sore subject.
Yeah. Came up
okay.
short.
You know, sometimes that's the best thing.
I think it's one of the best things happening.
Amen, man. Amen.
Absolutely, because sometimes you if you fall short on that last goal, then it feeds you moving
Yeah,
forward.
100%.
So, what are your thoughts on Roanoke so far? What brought you to Roanoke?
I mean, overall, like there's a lot that brought me here. If I'm being real, it was Yetzer because the many conversations I had with him about wanting to take him to the next level, just wanting to be like that guy and things like that. And one of the things that he said to me that really stuck out to me was, you can get to the next level, but I'm just going to give you the resources to get you there. And so, I mean, I came on my visit, and to be honest, I came down a lot. I probably came down like 4 or 5 times, you guys would say, and then stayed overnight, did all those things, and I just really felt like this was the place for me. So got that commitment going, and I was like, all right, this is the place I'm going to go. 100% full throttle. Just got here, and now I'm excited to be here.
So you just moved in?
Yeah, just moved in.
Okay.
Just moved in.
Started classes?
I think we started class Wednesday. Wednesday.
Okay. All right.
Obviously, good job. I think one thing that really stood out to me and Coach Blake here was the fact that with a lot of young guys, you have to like really work hard to get them like integrated. Like Alex was Southeast Open, I think came to. Was that it? Yeah. It's like I'm like this dude's like actually already part of the team. They run around with all the guys, like help pull up mats. And I'm like, I think you fit right in. And not only do you obviously try to recruit good wrestlers and good people, but also there's got to be a fit there too, right? I think that's really important. I think a lot of coaches, you just get people. We recruited kids that I think really like it, and maybe good fits in other areas, but like just didn't really mesh with the team. It's like they're probably just not going to be happy here. So and Alex probably could fit in anywhere. Honestly, he'd be a group of emos or something. He'd be
So what's your projected weight? What's
184.
184.
184.
Okay. All right. So filling in a need there. We lost a big 184 pounder.
Yeah.
So you
got pretty good ones.
Yeah.
He's been scrapping with him though, so I think he knows where he's at and everything. So we'll talk about that a little bit.
All right. Sitting next to Alex, we have Zach.
Yes, sir.
Zach, where are you from?
Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Fredericksburg. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So that's not too far away. I like the little Fredericksburg area.
Yeah, about 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's bad. Yep.
So, and who'd you wrestle for?
Riverbend High School.
Riverbend.
Yeah.
That is a huge school.
Pretty
by
big.
the way.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It's not as big as some of the new schools, but it's pretty solid.
that's where they hold the states, the freestyle states. Right?
They did. Yeah. They don't do it anymore. Now I think it's in like Meadow. But
Yeah, that's
where
right.
it used to be.
Okay. Okay. So state champ.
Nah, same thing.
Same thing.
Short.
Yeah. Okay.
Overtime,
I should have done my
semifinals.
homework, man.
Yeah,
I
you
tried to
did.
find
You
these
did.
guys
You
up.
did. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean it's working.
That's
That's why we're here.
So, what brought you to run?
I mean, really everything. At the end of the day, it ended up being like the complete package, you know, like school, wrestling, coaches, people, like it. I think one of the things that I love about here, I called my parents the other day. I feel like everybody here is just so happy. Like, it's like everybody you see out and about, it just seems like everybody's happy to be here. All the wrestlers, everybody's happy to be on the team, working hard. Like, that's really what drew me here.
It's funny because we like we talk about that a lot. Me and Leah, actually, my wife talk about this. Like, it just seems like people are happier here, you know. And one of the reasons I decided to come to Roanoke is because, you know, just overall student happiness is really important to me, right? Because at the end of the day, you got 10 starters, so that the guys better be happy where they're going to school too, because, you know, until their time comes, which may take a year or two, you know. So it's important to really like where you go to school and not be miserable just waiting to be the starter, because things change. Obviously, people get hurt and all that kind of stuff. So, but I totally agree with that. And Zach was a great fit too, just on about every level. Like, it's funny when he came on his visit, me and Blake were talking afterwards. Like, that is a Roanoke kid. Like, I mean, like prototypical Roanoke kid. That's exactly the perfect fit in a lot of different ways. Hard worker, you know, very committed. Obviously, drove 45 minutes one way for club practice.
No, hour and a half.
Hour and a half, yeah, one way, like one way, right? So I think that shows commitment right there, you know, and a guy that wants to get better. Now, I always tell guys, like, if wrestling's a priority, you can be pretty good. Then you add talent to that, you know. Then you add the resources, the coaches, and all that stuff. Now you're talking, right? So especially at the Division III level, you can make yourself pretty damn good. So both really excited about both these guys.
What's your projected weight?
141.
141.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, guys, thanks for joining us on the
Yeah,
show.
thanks for having
us. Yeah,
Good to see you. Hope to see you out there wrestling, scrapping, and
Yes, sir.
yeah. Quick question. So, I always ask, you know, one little. There you go. There you go.
Heck of a guard dog. Heck of a guard dog right here.
Podcast. This guy is. So, all right. So you're warming up. What are you listening to?
What do I listen to when
What
I
do you
warm
listen
up?
to? You got the head. You got the detail. I mean, you're.
Bro.
That's hard.
All right, so I listen to the same song on repeat every single time.
You really?
Yeah, Many Men by 50 Cent.
Okay. All right. Same songs. Repeat. Okay.
Yeah,
That's why I have to link it along.
it.
So, well, that's the link song too.
What is it?
Many men.
Yeah. All right, Zach.
I switch it up a lot. I'll
Yeah.
go from anywhere from Bob Marley to Young Dolph or anything.
Young Dolph.
Young Dolph.
Who's Young Dolph?
I don't know Young Dolph.
Yeah,
You know Young Dolph?
Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, all right, we got to listen. You know
Yeah.
Young Dolph?
Yeah.
You gotta play it. You gotta feel it.
I was gonna say.
You gotta see it player out your car. Listen to it.
Yeah.
15 disc changer. Blake's gonna have to hook us up with an intro to that song next week. So.
Young Dolph. All right.
That's right. So, all right, guys, real quick, let's do a shout out to Resolite being sponsor, Southeast Open.
Yep, this year's third year in a row. Resolite's gonna be the official sponsor. It's gonna be on Flow Wrestling again. Appreciate the Virginia Tech Hokies and Coach Roby. Bringing it back on campus this year. I'm excited. This year, most of our guys are gonna be wrestling it. So, including these two right here. Barring any injuries or anything. So. I'm excited about that. It's good
That's
time.
such a great event.
It's awesome. Yeah.
I mean, you have high-level wrestling. You've got, young guys getting competition. The accessibility of the event.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can, it's such a great event, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking to bring in some other big events on campus as well too, and I can't really say it right now because it's not set in stone. But we're pretty excited about our venue and some of the stuff that we want to bring on campus. So we definitely have the resources down on campus. I mean, the facility is amazing. I'm excited about it.
Shout out to Resolite. Thanks again, Southeast Open. Also, shout out to Visit Blue Ridge Sports, sponsor. Without those guys, this wouldn't be able to happen.
Appreciate it. Official sponsor of the podcast too, so appreciate those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, let's go on to the trivia question for tonight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Let's throw this out there. Trivia question. What Roanoke College wrestler is the all-time win leader?
All right. Former or present? Okay. All-time win leader.
All-time win leader.
Put it in the comment section. First person to get it, we send them a free t-shirt. So, all right.
Yeah, so get those in.
We do have one question already.
All right.
From Stephen Ross.
One question? All right. Yeah.
Yeah. What would you consider the biggest difference between high school and college wrestling besides difficulty?
It's probably more for those
I guess
guys.
it's
Yeah,
probably,
these
yeah.
guys.
All right. So one of the biggest difference, besides difficulty, I would definitely say it's a big mindset thing. In order to be the best, you have to believe that you are the best. And Another thing I would say, noticing just from team camp, wrestling with a lot of the college guys, is like every single point that you want, you have to fight for.
Yep.
No matter what, you have to fight for every single point. And, you have to try many different things, and you have to be very conditioned because it almost feels like a dog fight every time you go to wrestle anybody. And I think mindset's one of the biggest things when it comes down to that because the second you don't believe in yourself or the second you think you can't do something, then you're done. Because the person that you're wrestling, it's like you're almost battling.
Yeah.
Like you're battling somebody, and like when you're battling that person, in their head they think they can beat you, and in your head you got to think that you can beat them because if you don't, they're just gonna take you out.
Right.
That's when things get real bad.
Oh,
You stop believing that.
That's it. Zach, how about you?
I think one of the biggest things, like in high school, you have a team of 30, 40, 50 guys, and maybe only 10 of the guys like really want to be there, really want to work hard, really want to. Here, we have 50, 60 guys. Every single guy wants to work just as hard as the next, wants that starting spot, even if they're not a starter. They're still working as hard as the starter. You know what I mean? I think that's what separates.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the difference for sure.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, two great reasons are answers right there. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So I will say, I think runners. I think you guys are you got a fortunate group that they're all plugged in, kind of like that. I've been part of some smaller schools, and it's almost like a high school. Where you got 10 or 12 kids, they're plugged in. But coming off the summer, you guys had a great summer when you trained. You sent kids to the open. So like what you were saying, man. I mean, just plug into those guys.
Yeah, I think we got. I mean, we were talking. I mean, this is year number. What did I say? Year 17 for me.
Yeah.
This is year 17. And now honestly, there's 1 year of tech. Maybe I was really excited. Like really like, hey, we're gonna be something special. One at Farron maybe, and then this year, like I feel really excited about the group that we have and finally have some experience as well too, which is that's so important to have these young guys lean on older guys, and early on as coaches you got to be kind of the captains, and it's really refreshing to know that hey, these guys are going to be if they follow the right guys, they're going to be they have somebody to lean on to versus just the coaches. So it allows us to go out and do different stuff, right? More recruiting, more evaluations with the recruits. Helping these guys out with little details versus trying to change everything. You know what I mean? So it's been really refreshing. I'm excited. So
all right. So quick question. So does the 3-point takedown change training? Does it, other than the fact that you have to yell 3 versus
really?
Does it change training? And for you guys, is it change the way you guys mentally are approaching wrestling, or is it just?
I mean, just don't get taken down.
Yeah.
That's a simple answer to it. And be ready to take them down as many times as you can to get the tech.
I think I look back on some matches we had last year where we lost, especially the regional tournament, where if it was 3-point takedown, we'd have won the match. Like I can think of 3 matches where we win the match if there's 3-point takedown.
Right.
Obviously we gotta get better on bottom top. I mean, that's probably what that says as well too. But man, I think it's gonna help us a lot, to be honest with you. But good guys adapt. I mean, is it really gonna change that much? I don't know. The really good guys, they always adapt. I mean, it's like it's not. I don't think it's gonna change things as much as people think. So
Just changes the fans from a 2
exactly,
to 3.
yeah,
Getting 3 foam fingers versus 2.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
right.
The cream rises to the top.
That's right.
I mean, so it's like people will figure it out.
Right. Any other questions out there? So if you guys if you have any questions, just shoot those questions to us and we'll get those answered. So,
Couple answers of the
Who we got?
trivia, but we got Sala, Hall, and Morgan. None of those are right.
Nope. Yeah.
They're all top 5.
But keep them coming. Not they're still out there. Still that shirt's still available. So coach, let's talk about you got some new hires this year.
We did, man. We're excited. Yep.
You want to talk about who that is?
Yeah, I'll start first with our director of operations. We just brought on board. It's Amy Hughes, who a lot of you fans know she is. She's the very energetic one and all the socials and stuff. She's the one that's kind of plans out all the socials that we have. And Garrett Hughes, who's a junior on our team, is his mother, and she's been awesome since day one when Garrett decided to go to school here, and really appreciate her. And she's going to take more of even an active role in the fundraising part of it and the socials, the stuff that, honestly, I'm not an event planner. She'll tell you that. She'll probably admit that, but so I'm not very good at that, but she takes all that off my plate, and really grateful for her. So she's our director of operations, and glad to put a title with it because she's earned it. So We're bringing on, some more volunteer coaches that, our numbers in our room are high, and now we've got a lot of talent too. We need some guys in there to wrestle and, keep challenging the guys on the team. And the first one is a former wrestler of mine, a teammate of Blake's, Alvino Matthews, who I'm really, really excited about. Heavyweight coaches are hard to find. He was a national qualifier for me at Ferrum College. He played football, actually. He didn't wrestle his first 2 years, I believe. He played football. He was all was he All-American football?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he was second team All-American football.
Yeah.
A mountain of a man, but he likes hunting and fishing. He's awesome, you know what I mean? So, but he was in the military. So after college, he was a national qualifier as a junior, I believe, or senior. Was he junior? I think it was his
Junior year.
A junior, yes, and did an awesome job. And this is wrestling 2 months out of the year, right? Football was his love, and and I think he's gonna help out football too as we start the program up. But I'm glad to have him on board. I mean, he's like just a tough dude. So our heavyweights don't know what they're in for. He's a tough dude. He doesn't pull any punches. So we got him on board. Excited to have him. And Jackson Shoemate, obviously, who helped us out at the end of last year until he became another team member again. You know what I mean? Right. Obviously, he helped us out the whole first semester, and then we had a discussion. I remember to this day, we were at Mill Mountain Coffee. We were sitting there I'm like, it's Jackson, Ty, Blake, and I. We're sitting at the table, and I'm like, kind of go over recruiting and stuff. And I was like, we're talking about heavyweight. One of our heavyweights had just quit, and I'm like, and we were kind of like out of heavyweights.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then one thing I've always prided myself on is every dual meet, my whole career, we've never forfeited. I've never forfeited a weight, right? And so I was like, I'm very proud of that. It shows depth and all that. I'm like, well, we're gonna have to forfeit this weight. We're gonna have to bump our, one of our 97s or 84s up. I was like, man, Jackson, I wish you would still wrestle. I wish you would have certified and still wrestled. He's like, and he kind of like the look on his face. I was like, I think this dude would do it. So I was like, hey, Jack, I'm being serious, Jackson. What do you think about come back out and he's a great leader, unbelievable human being. Yeah. And he was like, he weighs like 185 pounds. So and I'm like, and he took it on. And I was like, dude, that's like, yeah, dude's got some balls on him, right? I shouldn't say it on air, I guess, but came back out and we never had to forfeit the weight. Competed really hard, so, really proud of the way he competed and for being so underweight. It's like he did a really good job. So, obviously, I'm all about putting good human beings around these guys, right? So I think it's important, even more important than the wrestling part of it. People that they know is going to care about them, and Jackson's one of those guys. So glad to have him on board as a volunteer coach this year. And then Bryce Vandenberg, obviously, is going to help us out again this year and did an awesome job for us last year when he could. Obviously, he's a teacher full time. And then obviously the big guy, Malik Salah, he's got one more year of school, so he's going to help us out this year. And he's already been in the room scrapping with these guys, peeked his head at the weight room today. He's on time actually today, which is a shocker. But, just jokingly. But yeah, so that those are miss anybody, Blake? No. Okay, so yeah, really, really excited about those guys, man. And again, this is kind of, I guess one of the reasons I'm so excited is this is what I envisioned, right? When I took over the program to build this great coaching staff around some great individuals, and then when you add to that, everybody knows their role and are willing to give their best effort in whatever role they play. Then you can be really, really good. That's what happened at Ferrum a couple of years where everybody had a role play. They fulfilled it to the best of their ability. And then, we whipped everybody at regionals, had some of the best years, some of my funnest years as a coach we've ever had. So I really do believe that, we're going to do that this year. So,
well, it's a testament to you, Coach, because, I mean, you've touched those guys, and then they're still willing to come back and be part of the program and give back to the next generation.
Right, I appreciate that.
Testament to to what you've done for each of them in their lives. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to see that.
I appreciate that. So. Listen, man, honestly, and we talk about this all the time, like just how blessed I am, and that good people have come into my life. You know what I mean? Because it could have went one or two ways. I was a little bit of a knucklehead. So, I was lucky to first thing is you got to marry the right woman, and I did. And then the rest of the stuff kind of builds off that, good people on the team. And so it's been good, man. I'm very blessed. So I'm lucky. Right. I got Randall Sell does an awesome job over here. And,
It just threw me in the fire. That's right.
All these guys make me look a lot smarter than I actually am. You know what I mean? They do. So and I'm grateful for that.
Well, thanks. All right, so how are we doing on the?
We do have it. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys. I don't know, hopefully they hear me, but Tristan Joseph, you can't answer it. You answered 3 times.
Sorry, Tristan.
But David Reed's dad, Daniel Reed, he did get it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is Matt Caparello.
Matt Caparello, yep. So I think he nipped Matt Malik out by a match or 2.
Morgan, I think Morgan.
Oh, Morgan's
Yeah.
second. I'm
He
sorry.
just took it over.
So the number is.
40,
Did you say 41?
It was. I think it was like 28 his freshman year, and it was like, or maybe 30s his freshman year,
yeah.
and then 20, like real high 20s, early 30s. Yeah.
So
I know
amazing.
Malik. I looked today actually. Malik had 48 wins.
Yeah.
And Morgan has like 49 or 50.
Yeah, I think Matt may have 52.
Yeah.
50 something.
So we're gonna have. I mean,
It's going to be
It's still building.
flipping back and forth.
yeah, you're right.
These are
So
only-
Morgan,
they're
you got-
two guys 2 years in.
Yeah.
I guess Morgan has to come back for another year.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You know, the one impressive thing about Malik, though, I will say this: not to take anything away from Mac or Morgan, but Malik did it in a semester and a half, or did it in 3 semesters.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. 48 wins in 3 semesters.
Yeah.
So, Blake, are we good for the commercial? I'm sorry to be talking off there, but are we? good for the-
Just showing the team camp stuff. Yeah.
So we're gonna take a like a minute break, minute
Yeah.
half break, and we're gonna show the team camp commercials that we've got prepared here. So back, we'll finish our drinks. We'll be back.
Can keep my hands on myself. Pick out dust them off, put them back up on the shelf. Yes, my little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Got another mouth to feed. Leave it with the babysitter, mama call the grave digger. Gone with the fallen leaves. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might have had your fill, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, I feel it still. We could fight a war for peace. Give in to that easy living, goodbye to my hopes and dreams. Stop flipping for my enemies. We could wait until the walls come down. It's time to give a little to the kids in the middle. Oh, till it falls, won't bother me. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, yeah.
Let's talk about so we move back in conditioning. Conditioning starting. What's that look like? How many days a week you going?
Every week's a little different, but I think we would try to condition. We try to condition 3 days a week. We lift 3 days a week, and then we wrestle 2 days a week. And then we also throw some. This week we won't because it's a short week, but we'll start throwing some like yoga in there, or some different stuff. So we try to mix it up a little bit.
So when does how many days a week? I mean, is there a NCAA? Do they tell you how many you can sessions to get?
Well, first off, it's cover yours, but it's they don't have to come if they don't want to, so it's voluntary. But yeah, I mean, so it's honestly strictly voluntary. I mean, if they want to come, great, but wrestling's voluntary too. You know what I'm saying? So
That's right. Sure.
that's a joke, all right. But yeah, I mean, there's certain rules you gotta condition them as much as you want weight training, all that kind of stuff. So Wrestling, you got to be. We're a regional training center, so there's some kind of loopholes a little bit where you can wrestle. If you focus on like freestyle, freestyle's so broad, so there's a lot of stuff you can cover. You can do that in the fall. So up till October 10th. October 10th is your official date. We're allowed to start actually, hands-on, folk style, all that kind of stuff. So,
So you guys just had day one today?
Yeah.
How'd that go? Were you prepared? Were you ready?
I felt good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt prepared.
So, talking to incomers, like do your work in the summer, right? Like,
Yeah.
100%.
No, if you're sitting around in the summer,
Then you're gonna
Yeah.
get punched in the face in that first workout. You're not gonna feel
you better get in some campus loops.
100%. 100%.
I think where we are as a program now, there's not much concern with that. Like, guys, for the most part, most freshmen think they know how to work. They don't know how to work real hard yet. You know what I mean? But like, at least they have a basic conditioning. These guys, I wasn't really worried about these guys.
Right.
Yeah, I knew they were, doing what was expected of them for the most part. Obviously, I think they know now. Like, hey, I have to level up even more.
Right.
But it's the same position our freshmen were, or guys that are sophomores, juniors, same position they were in too. And don't let them fool you. They're the same way. In fact, you're probably worse off. So.
Okay. All right. So what about your fall fund, the fundraising?
Yeah, we have a couple big dates coming up. Wednesday, September 13th. So next Wednesday, we're going to be doing a telethon. All of our guys going to be sitting down and making calls and asking for donations and I guess to put it politely and then September 22nd, a Friday, is our cornhole tournament. So we'd love people to do both, but they can't attend the cornhole tournament. If they could donate, we would really appreciate it. We're sending out flyers, I think tomorrow, sending out a bunch of flyers about how to donate, how to sign up for cornhole. I think right now we're up to about 15 teams. Our goal is 64 teams. Cornhole. I didn't see you sign up yet.
I was gonna say Jake doesn't know, but him and I are gonna sign up.
Okay. Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah,
That's
I
dangerous.
don't know.
Holy smokes! All right, man. I'm gonna step up my game a little bit here. All right. So
I think there's drinks involved, though, right?
There is. That's why
I mean,
Jake's coming.
Exactly.
He's actually not. He's not going anywhere.
He's not
It's a
coming
golf
over.
outing.
No.
Golf outing.
All right. Well,
right, you have to be
I need a
partner.
partner. I need
Yeah,
a partner.
let's
So
find
everybody out there, I need a partner.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. And well, get your board to come down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, I'm really looking forward to it. It's the first year we've done this one. Last fall we tried to do a golf outing. Golf outing just don't capture as many people. It's hard to reserve a course. You have to do it on like a Monday or like a Thursday, and there's just so many this time of year, anyways. And some that we support. So we didn't want to kind of step on anybody's toes. So I thought this would be fun. I think next year we might try to do a pickleball tournament, which is starting to be really popular. And just different ideas. Kind of. It's always good to bring wrestling people together and help raise money for our program too, because it's needed.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a lot of fun. You close the street down.
Oh yeah, the street's closing down. Yeah. Close the street down for us. Like I think we're having we have DJ.
Yeah.
Drinks will be served. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. The snow cones with I think some snow cones or some. I don't even know what's going on, but rookies. I think we're getting.
Oh yeah.
Ice cream
If
sandwich.
you haven't been to rookies, it's worth going.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, bad news. Yeah,
It is bad.
Yeah.
It's worth going.
it is for sure.
If we want to sign up, how do we sign up? I know
You
you're
go-
sending the info, but let's
Right,
try to
yeah.
throw it out there to listeners.
If you go to NokeWrestling.com, we actually have a new label up top. You can go to donate. It'll take you to the giving page, and actually below that we have a lot of different ways to give this year. So you can give a monetary donation. You can sign up for the cornhole tournament, and it has details on there about when it is, time, when it all starts. Then we also have some of our parents want to donate airline miles. That helps with our travel. We fly to Chicago every year. There's a way to do that. There's a way to sign up for buying a meal at one of our tournaments. There's also hotel points, Hilton and Marriott rewards points you can donate. You can donate stock. There's stock options to donate. So any way somebody can give, and or they can just volunteer their time to help us out. So we're grateful for anything. So, but we're lucky. We got a very supportive group, and hopefully to continue that in a lot of different ways.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Alex, Zach, we appreciate you guys joining us today. We look forward to seeing you guys on the mat, putting in that work, and good luck the rest of the way. Hopefully, we'll have you back on the show sometime.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah.
And,
Great. Look out for these two guys. I'm excited about these two. So.
Coach, before we leave, let's say, do we have any questions out there? Do we have?
No,
Just
we
wanna
didn't have
answer
any
those
more.
My group, man. We had like 10 questions last time.
Yeah. Sorry about the video, guys. Something's acting up on Instagram. We're figuring it out, but
Yeah,
Facebook's still good. It's the first time with the new program, so.
we'll work through those. Work with us, and we'll get it down eventually.
We do got one shout out, birthday shout out.
Yeah.
Zane
Oh, that's
Cox.
right. That's right. Zane Cox. Yeah, happy
Zane
birthday,
Sosa.
Zane. Yeah. Zane Sosa. I thought it was a middle name at first. Zane Sosa. I kind of like saying, hey, what's up with the Sosa? It's like, oh, it's the thing all the Predator guys did. I'm like, all right. So somebody asked me my Venmo name the other day. I was like, it's Nate Sosa. Yeah, I'm pretty cool, man. I'm with those young guys all the time.
You're just not up with the music yet.
Yeah. What was the
Now
guy's
the
name?
young elf. Come on.
Yeah.
I know Young Buck. Is there Young Buck? Is there Young Buck?
Young Buck.
Young Buck. Is there Young Buck?
I never heard of no young.
Little Buck? Small Buck? Tiny Buck?
We got one shout out.
Okay.
Miss Turner here. Hi, guys.
Hey, Mama.
At least we got mom with us.
That's right. Thanks, Shelly. Well, good stuff. Well,
we got the next show in October 24th.
That's
So
right,
the season will have started. Looking forward to that. You guys got to put in a lot of work till then. So,
yep, absolutely. Yep.
we want to thank Resolite being a sponsor, Southeast Open. Visit Blue Ridge Sports. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.